Well, this week for Trash to Treasure Project, we are making this really simple little coffee table. Stay tuned and see how easy and inexpensive it is to make. Alright, to make our coffee table, first I cut just a piece of, this is probably 1/16 inch basswood, I would assume. 2 3/4 inches long by 1.5 inches wide. Just whatever size you want your coffee table to be. Now I'm going to make a little square. I'll mark a little, I'm going to use a fairly fine point pen, going up 3/8 of an inch each direction. So I've got a 3/8 inch square here. This way we get our table legs all in the same place. This is a super easy project. You could adapt this by putting longer screws on and a smaller tabletop and make a end table. You can do any number of things here. So now we have that marked. And we have some machine screws. These came with nuts. They were, I think, $1 something or $2 something for the package of 10. We only need 4. The secret is we want 1 inch long and we want flat heads. And since we are gluing, I have a mess here. Now what we are going to do, we're going to stick these right in our corners of that little box we drew on each corner. And those two don't look the same, but whatever. And I bought some epoxy glue. I had some, but it was empty, so I bought myself a new epoxy glue. And what we're going to do is first open this up. Epoxy glue has 2 parts. Let's see, we don't need that. We'll need this in a little bit. And let's see. Let me read my directions really quickly. Dispense holds fringe nozzle end up, pull back slightly in plunger, allowing air bubbles to rise to top. Okay. So it's turned up like this. I'm supposed to pull that back just right a little bit. Yeah, right. There. Snap that off. Is that open? I don't think so. This is a different one than I had last time. Awesome. Okay. This is not like the one I had last time. Dispense some of each glue into. Always put the cap back on. Okay. And kind of store it with the end up. Now stir these together. And epoxy glue smells incredibly bad if you haven't used epoxy glue before. Oh my gosh, I hate this stuff. It's probably why it usually dries up in the tube before I get done with it. All right. Now, we're just going to dip the ends of our Household Goop or E6000 might work for this. I'm not sure. And I've got way more glue than I need. Push down so you make a good firm connection with the wood. Let the glue kind of pool around the tops of your screw heads. Come on, stay. and let that dry. And when that's all dry, we can look at our table. All right, so our glue is now dry, and that made a really good bond. I will tell you, it's actually the day after I did this, and the glue still smells in here. So that stuff reeks, but it holds really well. So now all we have to do is put a finish on our table. I'm actually going to spray paint mine, so I'm going to take it outside and spray paint it. And when the paint is dry, I'll come back and we can see the finished table. All right, I think this turned out really cute. I did sand the top. I put a couple of coats of paint on the bottom and the top, and then sanded the top off and put another coat on. But it looks great, and you've got so many options. This would be really cool, I thought of it later, to paint the screws with a flat black and then stain the wood top, and maybe put a slightly thicker wood top on. You have a very industrial looking coffee table for your dollhouse. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's Trash to Treasure project. Be sure to check the blog post for more photos. Check us out on Facebook if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.